Greetings, lords and ladies. In this video, we will discuss passive weapon stats, boosted base stats, and formation reduction stats. Passive weapon stats are stats on weapons that are applied immediately when owned. The best way to determine if a weapon's random reforged stats are passive is to check the Sort by Reforged section for a boosted base option, as shown here on Russell's weapon. There are currently, as of this video, 9 weapons with passive stats. Soren's weapon is 1, as well as Russell's shown earlier. Rhea's weapon is not passive, and to take advantage of the random reforged attributes, she must be deployed. Sheila's weapon is a passive weapon, as is Sansa's. You will notice boosted base is missing here. Infantry, spearmen, cavalry, bowman attack on most passive weapons is maxed out at 4. There are others that can go as high as 4.4, but we will show that in a minute. Jean's weapon is another weapon that has passive, reforged, random attributes. No matter what you have rolled in the 4 attributes below, they will be added to your stats in all battles. These are all of the stats available. Notice that health is not an option, as well as counter reductions. Raymond's weapon is passive. So is Tyrion's, however, notice that it has a maximum of 4.4%. The newest weapon, Obine's, will also be passive, although I am unsure of its maximum attack yet. As a side note, Obine's weapon has additional passive stats that are applied immediately when owned, with a maximum total attack of 30% at 4-star, 10% infantry defense, and some boost to stone production. Not bad for a basically free weapon. Let's talk about boosted base attack now. Boosted base is a stat added to the default base attack you see when you look in your barracks at a troop type. For example, if your infantry boosted base attack total is 30, then you now have a boosted base attack of 130 for T4s. The boosted base adds to that value. If anyone has any additional information, leave them in the comments below. Side note, Green's site has commanders that add to other base stats. Next, let's talk about counter reductions. In this instance, I am showing you infantry, which has a counter of reduced cavalry attack versus allied infantry. This effectively reduces the counter cavalry has against your infantry. The same goes for spearmen being countered by infantry and cavalry being countered by spearmen. This is extremely important in events where you will encounter many who will counter your formation. Lastly, attribute sets. Cersei's weapon, Garnet Crown, is a perfect example for a customizable attribute set. Attribute sets allow you to turn specific weapons into formation-specific weapons. This allows you to randomly roll stats that are specific to the attribute you set. In essence, reconfiguring the weapon to the type you want to randomly reforge. This has a cost, though, and the reforge ore needed jumps from 100 to 250. In this instance, I have set it to infantry, but all 4 types are available. In conclusion, the 9 passive weapons are Russell's, Jean's, Tyrion's, Sansa's, Raymond's, Soren's, Sheila's, Obine's, and Varys's. Maxing out your passive weapon attack stats can increase your overall stats by 36.8%. Not bad for essentially free stats. Thank you for watching. Game on.